want to discover the flame that hides within you? Do you want to take a journey to discover your authentic self? I am Maria Felachidou, systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner. Together, we will explore ways to discover your inner flame. Hello, welcome. Come, make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath and relax. If you ever felt that you're not enough, that whatever you do, something inside you says it's not enough, this series is for you. Because this emotion didn't start from you, and it doesn't have to keep defining your life. In this circle, we'll see how the I am not enough pattern is born, where it takes root within you, and how you can begin to liberate yourself from it. This is the Inner Flame podcast, and it's your journey back to who you truly are. I want to ask you something. Don't answer it quickly, just feel the answer. What if nothing is missing from you? What if what you've been chasing is something you already are? Welcome to the final episode of this series, titled, What If You Were Already Enough? And today, we're not here to change you. We're here to let you return. You know what's interesting? When that voice starts to fade, nothing dramatic happens. You don't suddenly become a different person. You don't wake up with perfect confidence. You simply stop fighting yourself. And you'll ask me, what's that like? Well, for starters, you don't overthink everything you say. You don't constantly seek validation. You don't feel the need to prove your worth. And you're less afraid to be seen. And you know what takes place? A quiet strength emerging. Not loud, not forceful, but steady. Before this change, before this realization, you maybe send a message to someone you were interested and reread it 10 times, thinking, was I too much, too little? Did they misunderstand me? Whereas after the change, after the shift, you may send the message and move on with your day. And not because you don't care, but because your worth, your self-worth, doesn't depend on just the message or even the way the other person will reply to that message. Let's make this very real. What changes isn't only inside you, your outer life changes as well. Before realizing the difference between yourself, your authentic self, and the pattern you were following your whole life, you used to stay in relationships that shrink you. You didn't ask for what you needed. You overgave to be loved by others. or you even delayed action, choices you wanted to make because you were not ready yet. No one is ever ready yet when is carrying such a pattern. After realizing the difference between yourself and the patterns you are following, you start setting boundaries without feeling guilty about them. You express yourself more freely. You ask for what you want without apologizing, without feeling bad about what you want. And you take action without waiting for things to be perfect. You just act. You just are yourself. So, what is the real problem that gets solved is that you stop living in a waiting mode. You stop living in a pause. You don't wait to become enough to start. You start because you already are who you are. You don't wait for something magical, magnificent, amazing to happen, for things to be perfect. Life is not perfect. Life just happens. And we are there, so we might as well happen as well. But let's go back for a moment. At some point in your life, you learned, one way or another, that you had to earn your worth. It could be because of a disappointment look. It could be because you were always compared to someone else. It could be because you were being praised only when you performed excellent. Or it could be because there was always silence, no response when you actually needed love, demonstration of love. And in that moment, in that period of time, a younger part of you made a decision. In order to be loved, I have to become someone else. I have to do things in a different way than the way that I like to do them. But here's what we often forget. Apart from what was not acceptable from others, of the parts that were ours but not acceptable, there were also moments where you were already enough. There had to be moments where someone hugged you for no reason. When you laughed freely, when you played your games with your heart open, you were just so absorbed in your game, and you just were there. You just existed there without overthinking anything, without expecting for the game to be perfect. When you were simply yourself, you didn't think of who you should be now. You just were. And I bet these moments were not rare. They just didn't become part of your main story. The thing is, unfortunately, our brains have a tendency to remember the negatives more often than the positives. The sad moments, the painful moments in our lives, rather than the happy moments in our lives, the joyous moments, the loving moments in our lives. If I ask you to remember 10 sad moments in your life, you will do it just like that, in 5 minutes. But if I ask you to remember 10 happy moments in your life, I bet it will take a little bit longer for you to do it. Well, and that mechanism is there because we need to survive. There's another mechanism our brain has by default in order to survive. Because we have to remember what happened, the negative things that happened in order to avoid them next time they come, you know? From a systemic perspective now, this pattern of I am not enough belief may not even be fully yours, as I have already described in the previous episode. It could be a belief carried in your family system or an invisible loyalty to someone who felt this way in your family, or it can even be a way for you to belong in your family system, to be part of your family. And here's something important. You belong even if you don't prove anything. You belong just because you were born in your family. Just because you were conceived in your family by your parents, you belong. You don't have to do anything. Weird, isn't it? Just to hear that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove yourself worthy of belonging in your family. You were persuaded that you had to, but you didn't have to. You belonged the moment you were conceived by your parents. Take a deep breath. You don't have to carry this weight to stay connected. Now let's look at Colour Psychodynamics perspective. In Colour Psychodynamics, one of its basic principles is that we are born enough. We are born with all the elements our soul, our life needs for us to develop in this life. We don't need anything else. And our worth is not something we build through life. It's something we reveal. Every person for Colour Psychodynamics has a unique color blueprint, an inner identity. And when you feel that you are not enough, what actually happens is that you are disconnected from your profile, from your colors, from your energy, and you try to become someone else, or you imitate instead of expressing who you are. You try to imitate someone else, unsuccessfully, of course. You can never be successful wearing somebody else's shoes, dressed in somebody else's colors. Well, on the other hand, when you reconnect with yourself, with your profile, with your colors and archetypes, you express your authentic energy easily. You don't have to struggle for it. You stop comparing yourself and you stop trying to prove that you're not an elephant. You simply are who you are born to be. And that is always a little bit easier. It's a lot easier to be yourself than try to fit yourself in a mold that was built around you by life, by circumstances, by family, by friends, by others. And being who you are, being yourself, is enough. Is more than enough sometimes. And all this boils down to my favorite part of the podcast, our small connection moment, our small visualization, just for a few minutes. If you want, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Connecting with your body, with yourself, where you are sitting down or lying down. Feel your body, how it's supported, your hands resting to your sides. Keep breathing relaxed, and bring to mind a moment where you felt good for no apparent reason. Not because you achieved something, but because you were there. You were there in a place, in a time, in a situation. You just were there. Nothing else. Even if you don't remember it with your conscious mind, just let yourself let this moment emerge from within you. It could be an image, or it could be just a feeling, a sensation, a bodily sensation. And just stay there for a bit. Just observe. This is a part of you that doesn't need fixing. How is that? How is that feeling that you are enough? You don't need any fixing. When it's okay, take 3 deep breaths, and on the 3rd exhale, slowly open your eyes. Feel yourself, feel your body, keeping with you this feeling of I am enough. If you ask me, what will change inside me after listening to this episode? Well, I won't tell you that the voice will disappear completely. Well, I'm not doing magic as much as I would like to, but you won't believe it the same way. You won't define yourself by this voice the same way. It won't stop you the same way to do what you want. And slowly, step by step, you start living without needing to prove who you are. You don't need to get somewhere. You don't need to become someone else. This is what I'm trying to tell you throughout this cycle of episodes. Maybe the only thing you need is to stop abandoning yourself, your true self, and stay. Because if you stay with yourself, you'll see something very, very simple. You were already enough. Another Inner Flame episode came to its end. And if something in this episode stayed with you, just carry it with you today and for the next days. And if you want, you can send me a message answering a question. When in your life did you feel already enough? If you want, please share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to go deeper, to discover your unique color blueprint, and untangle these invisible patterns, I'd love to work with you. Until then, always remember, this is a time to discover your inner flame. Bye-bye. You've been listening to the Inner Flame podcast with systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner Maria Felachidou. Search for this podcast on Spotify and follow Inner Flame on Instagram and Facebook.